Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So as we talk about Timothy, you're going to see that I'm right about the things that I'm talking about. That we're talking about universal principles. Being sexually moral. Okay, and it's obvious what sexual morality is and what sexual immorality is. To not be a slave trader. If you're not supposed to buy and sell slaves, are you supposed to own slaves? No. So he says the law is there for people who are not loyal to God. Because people who are loyal to God, they automatically do the right thing anyway. That's what the law is there for. The law is like a white belt class. It's not there for a black belt. It's there for a white belt. Now again, all other people who do martial arts on this planet, they're not doing the right thing. So don't get that twisted. I'm comparing that to that. The law is there for people who don't have the sense to not raise their daughter right, which includes not shunning me, which includes obeying God through me. Those who don't have the sense to not raise their son right. The law is there for these people who don't get life, who need to be told that homosexuality is wrong. Can you imagine? There's people on YouTube who want to censor me. People on the left want to censor me. Knowing that America is a Judeo-Christian culture historically, and they have never proven that it is wrong to point out that homosexuality is a sin. They've never proven it. It's in more than one place in the Bible. But they think that they should do immature things to try to take away from my speeches, etc. That's selfish. That's evil. The law is there for people like that, who need to be told not to steal, not to kill, not to rape, not to hack people's brains, not to organize and try to stigmatize the poor and act like they're in the right while they exploit them, while they take all the attractive women and all, buy all the nice land and stuff like this. People who are like a little kid who's trying to eat the whole birthday cake at a birthday party, who are so dumb they need to be told, hey, don't do that, you dumbass. They need to be told that that doesn't make them ideal, that doesn't make them worthy. They need to be told ideas like purity and like trying to be perfect. Some people know already they should scramble to try to be righteous and perfect. Some people are idiots. And we see that being discussed in 1 Timothy. So Paul tells Timothy and everyone else to fight the battle well. Don't be a liar. Don't be a perjurer. Don't do whatever is contrary to sound doctrine. Notice he says these things are contrary to sound doctrine. If you're cheating the top martial artist ever possible, the Son of God, out of his right to lead, is that contrary to the doctrine that the power of God, so to speak, is the cross? It is Christ. So if you're cheating me, are you trying to be one with me? Are you trying to be morally pure? No. Therefore, no one else is authorized to teach about God. They're cheating me out of my right to lead. And they're trying to rely on the power of the devil, which is to deceive and cheat and steal and lie and perjure and to be sexually immoral and to come into the spirit of the world and use psychology and so on and so forth. And we see that even though there are 8 billion of them plus, and there's only one of me, when it comes to the true scale of a man at the highest level, in regards to being ideal, I'm ideal and they're not. Wickedness has overthrown them. Their sin has overthrown them. Their falsehood has pierced them through. And they're using that same falsehood to pierce their descendants through and to damn them to hell. Notice nobody even attempts to address my top martial arts argument. Not in a serious way. It's been years. Years ago, some female said something like, hey, those are Asian systems. Those guys have a different religion. And I had to correct her and say, look, there's many different types of martial arts. They actually come from Africa. A lot of martial arts are monotheists. They didn't know what to say. Other than that, no one has really even tried to debate me on that. on why that Marshall is marital scrambled as in marriage, and I Christ and the bridegroom. Marriage between the loyal and God Almighty. It also has applications in terms of a marriage between a man and a woman. I remember when I was in Santa Cruz, and I asked this female, she was a very good-looking female, and my phone ran out of batteries, or I would have interviewed her more. Okay, it ran out of battery power, rather. I said, what is martial arts to you? She said something to the effect of it builds mental discipline. Right, that mental prowess. I looked it up the other day on Google with the artificial intelligence response, and it said, yes, martial arts improves intelligence. So what is my intelligence based on? Do I have a bunch of fancy degrees? No. I have a bachelor's degree. That's neither here nor there. What's it based on? Did I learn their systems all the way through, black belt with many degrees? No. It is the wisdom of God that built my intelligence through the attempts of the devil to try to take credit, to sabotage me, fume me, poison me, try to play me out, mess up my videos. You don't see many people trying to bring up, the videos they edited. Even though they edited them, they didn't really try to even use it because they know it was so stupid. Like, yes, they edit videos. It's like they get all these celebrities to change their look. I saw Iggy Azalea, earlier this morning, and she looked like a different person. Mary J. Blige looks different. Ariana Grande looks different. All these people, Jet Li, on and on and on. They look significantly different, more than just age. You can tell that they like to change things and they like to pretend they're superior. But my top martial arts challenge speaks for itself. It says, hey, no matter what you think about my style or the videos after they edit them, okay, try to beat me if you can. And they know they can't, because the wisdom of God has beaten every other form of wisdom, if you want to call it that, every other way and path. My intelligence reigns supreme. And I and my intelligence and I, will reign forever and ever. And there's nothing the Freemasons can do about that, the military, the churches, mosques, synagogues, Buddhist temples, you name it. There's nothing anybody can do about it, because that is God's will. It's greater than all of your wills put together. God is not concerned about winning a chess competition or a science fair, where it matters most, where it's universally important and most important. Where it's the most important, that's what God's concerned with. And I have triumphed. Period.